Hey everybody, Zach Wolf here with another great Top 5 Tuesday. This week on Top 5 Tuesday, it's the top 5 ways clients can make litigation more expensive. If you've been looking for a way to make your lawsuit more expensive and you're a client, you have come to the right place. And what more fitting place to be? I'm in front of the Texas Supreme Court. It's right behind me. So we're at the sort of mecca of Texas litigation, and I'm talking about ways you can make litigation more expensive. Let's start with number 5. Make your lawyer do things that you could do yourself. Now, a lot of times in a lawsuit, there is work to be done that you might be able to handle yourself, especially if you have certain specialized skills that may apply to your lawsuit. It could be something as simple as organizing a bunch of emails. Now, if you want, you can have your lawyer's paralegal do that for $150 an hour or whatever they're charging. But if it's something you could do just as effectively yourself with your lawyer's involvement, you might be able to save some money. The number 4 way to make litigation more expensive: don't be diligent about document production. That's a sure way to drive up the cost of your lawsuit. If when you're asked to produce documents, you do it in kind of a sort of half-baked way, you're probably going to have to go back again and redo some of that, and that's going to cost time and money. So if you really want to spend more money on litigation, don't be diligent about document production the first time around. The number 3 way to make litigation more expensive is a very popular one, and that is to fight a lot over discovery. A lot of what happens in litigation is fighting over discovery issues. Now, sometimes you just have to fight over discovery because somebody may serve you with requests, let's say requests for production that go way beyond the relevant issues in the lawsuit and would require hours and hours of your time to respond to. So you may have to fight that. But just be aware, when you fight over discovery, you are going to increase the cost of that litigation. The number 2 way to increase the cost of litigation is to fight over little things. We already talked about fighting over discovery, but there are other things you can fight over. And if you really want to increase the cost, then fight over little things. What do I mean by little things? It could be something like an extension of time that the other side has requested that you just don't want to agree to because you don't like them. It could be something like where you're going to take the deposition of a certain witness. You may want it at one person's office and somebody else wants it at somebody else's office. Fight over stuff like that, and I guarantee you, you will increase the expense of your litigation. Finally, it's the number 1 way to increase the cost of litigation. That is to hire a big name law firm to represent you. You know what I'm talking about when I say a big name law firm. It's a law firm that everybody's heard of, at least everybody in the legal world. Those firms are going to tend to be more expensive. Now, that doesn't mean you shouldn't hire them. In some cases, it may be worth the greater expense to hire that firm. Just be aware that when you do so, there's a price tag. It's kind of like when you buy a Mercedes, you may be getting a really good car, but a lot of what you're paying is for that Mercedes emblem or a hood ornament. And sometimes it's the same way when you hire a big name law firm. But one thing is clear: if you want to increase the cost, then go and hire one of the firms that has a name that everybody knows. So those are my top 5 ways to increase the expense of litigation. Did I miss one? Let me know. And hey, thanks for watching.